Welcome to Overbike Rendineering, a YouTube channel where we try to go as fast as possible for as little effort as possible while still satisfying the practical needs of ultra-long distance cycling. Trying to satisfy these demands has led me to the Profile Aeria system. This is a hydration system that mounts at the front of the bike, giving 30 ounces or 850 mils of water capacity in an aerodynamic profile that also helps hide cables at the front of your bike. The system is composed of several different parts that clip together, and a splash guard to keep water from coming out, and drinking from a straw. The Aeria system is OEM equipment on many triathlon bikes, including those like Quintana Roo, but is also available as a $220 modular system that can be applied to any bike, which in my case includes a Rendineering bike. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what the system is composed of. We'll take it for a ride. I've owned it for 2 years, but we'll take it for a ride and see how it performs. And we'll also make some improvements to it because it's not perfect. So enjoy the video. Let's dive in. In this busy cockpit, we can see the Profile Designs 117 stem. It's a minus 17 degree stem, and it has to be oriented in a more aggressive position to allow for the faceplate and the water bottle to connect onto the system. Here's the clip itself. You can see on the bottom, it uses 2 small screws with just a small amount of torque applied to secure the clip. The clip itself is secured to the special faceplate that only fits the 117 system and a few of the other Profile Designs specific stems. Installation of the water bottle is quite simple. Removal is also quite simple, and the trimming I've done on the rubber skirt makes it even easier. It's not perfect though, because it doesn't fit that well. The rattling is noticeable and was just the same as it was when it was brand new. The length of the straw needs to be quite long in order to reach my mouth. And that's because the bottle is linked to the stem, not to the aero bars themselves. So the higher the stack on the aero bars, the longer length the straw needs to be. The nozzle itself is pretty low flow, so it takes a bit of effort to get a bunch of water to come through. Additionally, the little magnet that keeps the straw attached to the bottle often slides down during use, requiring it to be readjusted every time you use the straw. The frontal profile does look pretty sleek though. Beautiful day here in the national park. It's really easy to fill this up, which is quite convenient. One neat aspect of the Aeria hydration system is that it kind of acts like a mud guard or a fender, and it keeps water and dirt from splashing onto your face, which is a really nice feature for a water bottle. When it's time to wash the Aeria system, you have to bring a multi-tool to take it apart. Now we're ready to clean. The Aeria bottle needs some improvements. First, we can add an O-ring to the straw itself. This O-ring will keep the magnet from sliding down. Next, we'll need to buy a new straw. And this one comes in at 11.25 millimeters. So I'm going to need to buy one of those, but a little bit longer than this one. The Aeria system leaves little scratches on the head tube where the rubber skirt rubs against the head tube when it turns, and so probably some protective tape should be used if anyone's considering the Aeria bottle. Here's the bike valve. It comes with one small slit. So can open that up a little bit more and also create a new slit that goes from left to right. Okay, so now instead of one slit, this bite valve has a cross pattern. This should allow a lot more water to flow through pretty easily. Lastly, we'll need to add some electrical tape to the little tab where the bottle gets mounted. Adding a little bit of electrical tape to the clip will keep the bottle from moving around so much. I found that 2 layers on the front and 1 layer on the bottom down here is just enough to get a tight fit. Now, the movement is a lot less, and the small amount of noise it makes isn't problematic. So, final thoughts on the Profile Aeria system. Of course, after fixing some of those quirks. With the product working as intended, I'm very happy with it. The ability to carry 30 ounces or 850 mils of water, while also potentially improving the aerodynamics of the bike, is a really valuable benefit, and one that I think many other ultra-long distance cyclists would enjoy. I'm sure in the context of triathlon that this is a well-regarded product and something that many people enjoy using and get a lot of benefit from. But in the context of ultra-long distance cycling, there are some inherent limitations with the system itself. Notably, the need to use a minus 17 degree stem. We tend to ride in more upright positions, and this requirement puts us often in a more aggressive position than we'd want to be in with whatever bike that we currently ride. The other is the opportunity cost. Stems can be used for other things, like mounting lights and mounting computers. We'll have to find locations for those items. For me, I'm a strong proponent also of the Redshift shock stop stem. This helps reduce fatigue on my hands, neck, and shoulders over very long rides. It's not compatible with the Aeria system, and so I have to choose between better aerodynamics and a very convenient location for water, and reduce fatigue over long rides. And that's not a tough choice for me to make. To Profile Designs, I would love to see an implementation where this can be mounted to a standard round handlebar. This would open up your customer base to a much wider range of people and give more options to consumers who might want the great benefits that this product does provide. For everyone else, if you're not using a special stem, if you're using a standard rigid stem, this might be an excellent choice to be able to pack a little bit of extra water and potentially improve the aerodynamics of your bike. But that's all for today's video. Ride safe, everyone. Stay hydrated, and see you in the next one.